A heart-wrenching beginning. Have you ever imagined a moment when a city known worldwide for its lights and dreams turns into a scene of ashes and silence? Where streets, once filled with laughter and life, are now buried under rubble and despair. This is the story of Los Angeles, and it became even more significant when someone unexpected, someone who always remained in the shadows, suddenly stepped forward. Barron Trump, a young man known for his quiet demeanor and staying away from the limelight, spoke out during this time of tragedy. But the question is, why did Barron Trump speak up? And how did his words leave such a profound impact on the world? Let's dive into the complete story. The details of destruction. Los Angeles, a city often referred to as the home of dreams, was suddenly engulfed in flames and natural disasters. The wildfires weren't ordinary, they were merciless, reducing entire neighborhoods to ashes. Millions were displaced from their homes, and the city's air was thick with smoke and cries of anguish. But the devastation didn't stop there. As people struggled to recover from the fires, nature dealt another blow. Torrential rains turned streets into rivers of mud. People clung to whatever belongings they could salvage, but it seemed as though the wrath of nature was unrelenting. In the midst of all this, it felt as though the dream of Los Angeles had been extinguished forever. But then amidst the darkness, a beacon of light appeared. A message that took everyone by surprise. Barron Trump's emotional address. In such trying times, when the world was merely watching the news and expressing sorrow, Barron Trump released a video. In the video, Barron's face reflected deep emotion. This wasn't the Barron people were used to seeing, quiet and reserved. This was a young man pouring his heart out to the world. He said, "Los Angeles is not just a city, it's a dream. It's a place where people from all over the world come to build better lives. Today, that dream is in ashes, but we can't let it fall apart. We must pray for it, and we must act for it. Because this isn't just a city's responsibility, it's humanity's responsibility." These words weren't delivered as part of a polished speech. They were heartfelt, and they resonated deeply with everyone who heard them. Barron's personal connection. Following the video, Barron shared another message explaining why Los Angeles held a special place in his heart. He recalled childhood memories of visiting Los Angeles with his parents. He talked about walking along the Hollywood Walk of Fame, spending time at Disneyland, and experiencing a city brimming with dreams. "I remember telling my parents that this city feels magical. Everything here seems possible. Today, seeing it in ruins breaks my heart. But I refuse to believe this dream is gone forever. We must rebuild it together." These weren't just words. They were a testimony of someone who felt a personal connection to the city and its people. The world's response. Barron's message sparked a global wave of reactions. Social media lit up with hashtags like #Pray for LA and #Rise for Los Angeles. Celebrities, politicians, and everyday people rallied behind his message. A renowned actor tweeted, "Barron Trump's words remind us that humanity's strength is greater than any natural disaster." Even people who typically ignored politics or public figures took Barron's words seriously. They saw sincerity and purpose in his message, something that transcended his last name. A call to action. Barron's message wasn't just about hope. It was a call to action. People worldwide began donating to relief efforts. Supplies were gathered and plans for rebuilding Los Angeles were put into motion. It wasn't just prayers, it was real action. Artists organized benefit concerts, volunteers headed to affected areas, and aid poured into Los Angeles from every corner of the globe. Barron's words reminded everyone that humanity is capable of coming together in times of crisis, no matter the odds. A new side of Barron Trump. This story revealed a new side of Barron Trump. A young man once perceived as quiet and distant was now seen as someone deeply compassionate and willing to step forward when it mattered the most. The world realized that Barron, who had often stayed away from public attention, had the courage to speak up at a time when his voice was needed the most. Conclusion. Today, Los Angeles is still on its journey of recovery, but one thing is certain. It wouldn't have been possible without voices like Barron Trump's. This moment reminded us all that every voice, no matter how small, can make a difference in the world. With that said, thank you for watching. Until next time, remember, hope always exists, and it begins with us.